What is up, everyone? Barricade here, and I'm bringing you guys another episode of Dragon Ball Z lore. Before I go into anything, I just want to say that I apologize, because honestly it's been a long time since I made a Dragon Ball Z lore, or Dragon Ball Z videos for that matter. It's been like probably like 2 months, and I just want to say right now that I apologize. I really want to make more DBZ content because while Gears of War is my main thing on my channel, I do want to keep making more Dragon Ball Z related videos because I love Dragon Ball Z. But anyways, for today's subject, for today's episode of DBZ lore, I want to talk about one thing that was actually pretty debatable among a huge amount of fans when it first came out, and that is basically if Tarble, Vegeta's little brother Tarble, is in fact canon or not. Many people argue that he only appeared in that Yo Son Goku and Friends special, and that he's non-canon, that he's just some random character that they threw in out of nowhere, that he doesn't count, you shouldn't think about him, he's just some dumb character that was just made out of nowhere. Well, the thing is, in my opinion, I honestly believe that he is in fact canon. The reason why I believe he's actually part of the true storyline that he's made up and goes in the actual storyline of Dragon Ball Z is simply because of the fact in Battle of Gods, there's a part where you actually see Bulma. She's talking to Vegeta when they're trying to figure out this, how many Saiyans they can get to make the Super Saiyan God. They need another Saiyan. I think they need like one more. And she suggests this to Vegeta, why don't you get your brother? We need another pure-hearted Saiyan. And, basically saying that he would be a great example and a great add-on to that whole little endeavor. And it's true, he's actually a pure-hearted Saiyan. He's not evil, he's not violent. If you saw the extra special, the reason why he never appeared in the series before was simply because of the fact that he was a passive Saiyan, a weak Saiyan, and he was basically exiled and thrown off planet Vegeta way before it was ever blown up. But the one thing that I can understand why fans don't like the idea of this character being thrown in out of nowhere and just being made canon and just overall just being added on to the series without any evidence of him being a part of it from before, I can understand that. But the reason why I believe that it basically makes sense in a way is the main focus on his character was, like I said before, he was a passive Saiyan. He was weak. He was different. He wasn't like a normal Saiyan. He wasn't powerful at all. He was just basically a reject of the Saiyans. And thanks to Battle of Gods, they basically showed that the Saiyans weren't, in fact, not a violent race. Like, they weren't always violent. There's also pure-hearted Saiyans. There are also good Saiyans. But the evil Saiyans were the ones that eventually took over the planet and ruled it. And that's why the Saiyans were so violent, because they killed out all the good ones, basically. And the thing is, with Tarble, he could have, he could easily been another one of those passive Saiyans still being born. It could be something that's just genetic with them, that every so often a passive, weak Saiyan is born. And actually, another good example of this is in the Dragon Ball Minus chapter, in the prequel chapter that Akira Toriyama made recently that showed Goku's mother, Gine. She was actually, in fact, a weak passive Saiyan as well. She wasn't one that would go out and attack planets. She wasn't one that would kill other, creatures and everything. Bardock was the one that would go out and, take over planets and do that whole world trade thing. And she was the one that would stay home and basically watch their children. So she was actually a weak passive Saiyan as well. So these type of Saiyans actually do exist in the actual storyline, and that's actually how Planet Vegeta works. And one thing, though, I can understand why people were going crazy, even I was going crazy about this, is why the hell is he so dang short, and why the hell does he look so young? Because the one thing that was really throwing it off for me at first, until I really thought about it, is the fact that Tarble, Vegeta's little brother, he is super short, and he looks super young. And he looks even younger than Goku, which actually doesn't make sense because of the fact that if he was born after Vegeta, that would mean that he's actually way older than Goku, simply because he was never shown in Vegeta's childhood. He was never shown like in any other previous version before. So he was obviously exiled way before even Goku was born and way before Planet Vegeta was ever blown up. So that would make him way older than Goku as well. Like, he's obviously younger than Vegeta, but he's way older than Goku. But yet he's practically a midget, and he's freaking looks younger than freaking Kid Trunks. And I can understand why that was really throwing off a lot of viewers and a lot of fans of the series, because we just get this random character who's pretty much just kind of contradicts a lot of things, and I can understand why it was like pissing off a lot of people, because honestly it was pissing me off too. But when I really sat there and thought about it, like I said like a million times in this video already, he was a weak passive Saiyan. He was probably like a midget, like even physically like handicapped in a way where he was not physically capable of being able to fight. Not only was he passive, but he was actually probably born completely like that. Like he was midget, he was short, he wasn't capable of being any type of warrior. And the reason why he was basically exiled was most likely because of the fact that the royal family, the Saiyan's royal family, probably had like an image they wanted to keep, and they saw this reject, this poor weak Saiyan, and they're like, no, 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 we don't want this. Send him to another planet and never speak of him again. Basically, it's kind of sad. I feel kind of bad for Tarble, but in the end, it worked out for him because he wasn't there when the planet exploded. But anyways, guys, that was my own little rant about Tarble and why I believe he's canon. If you guys like this video, please definitely hit that like button, subscribe, and tell me what you guys think. Do you like Tarble? Do you think he's a random dumb character? Do you wish he wasn't canon? Do you hate him? Leave me what you think in the comments below. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and take it easy.